What's happening, guys? Nate back here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can virtually test designs for free, how you can save money on designers, and you know exactly what's going to sell before you pay for a design. So a lot of people have been asking me, because I know I mentioned it in one of my tutorial videos a while back, hey, you mentioned how you can test for free, but you never showed how. So that's what this video is. Basically, when you go out and find commercially available images that you like on Google Images, there's an advanced search that shows commercially available to modify and sell. You can find cool designs there. You can also use designs from Shutterstock and other stock photo websites, right? That you can buy these designs. You have the ability and the rights to this design if you buy it, right? Well, there's a way that you can actually test these designs before you buy them, and you can test them and make sure that they are gonna actually be winning designs, and that's what this video is. It's a little sneaky little technique that I wanna share with you. It's a little bit of skill inside Photoshop that you need, but I'm gonna show you, walk you through step by step what features in Photoshop you need, how to do it, all in this video. And what this is gonna do is gonna allow you to take square images or square mock-ups or whatever and turn those into products that you can test on your store. So that could be wallet cases from my app, women's wallets, that could be t-shirts from another app, that could be shoes, boots, necklaces, any of the custom merch products. You can now start testing much easier without having to hire a designer. You could save a lot of money because now you're not gonna be paying for designs until you know that they're winners. This is a super powerful video. I was not sure if I wanted to post this, but I'm gonna give you the goods. I'm gonna be good on my word, and I'm gonna share with you some sneaky techniques that you can use in this video. So guys, stick with me. We're gonna head to my computer. I know it can be a little bit technical because we're gonna use some advanced techniques inside Photoshop, but stick with me, follow along, do step by step, try it yourself a few times, and you're gonna get good at it, and that's how you're gonna be able to test a lot of designs super easy and actually know what sells before you buy them. So guys, stick with me, and we're gonna get to my computer right now. What's up, guys? So Nate back here, and I want to make this quick little video to show you how you can repurpose t-shirt designs even if you do not have the original files. This is a quick tutorial in Photoshop, and I'm not sure if this works in Photopea, but I know this you can do this in Photoshop. So I have our wallet case template set up here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up the t-shirt design that I want. I'm going to try this one, and now we can see we have another design here. Now this image is really small. Obviously you do not want to use a small image. You want to use as big as possible, but I'll show you how we can do this. So the first thing I did was I duplicated the layer over here on this side, and then I'm going to click on the top layer, and then I can drag this around, and then I'm just going to drag this up to our template, and you can see it's really small. So you would obviously want to use a bigger image, the biggest image you can find, and I recommend you only do this for t-shirt designs that you have sold in your past on your store that you own. Don't do this for stuff that you do not own. So that's my disclaimer. But this is a simple little guide. So all I'm going to do is, if you need to resize it or fit it or whatever, I'm just going to show you how I can just make this like super large and just do this. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'll apply that, and then I'm just going to lower the opacity just to make sure that I want my cat and my text centered in the green side, inside the green boxes. And actually got really lucky. I resized to about the correct width, which is kind of cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase the opacity. Well, not yet. I'm going to leave it halfway, and then I'm just going to go down here, and then basically I'm going to chop. I don't have to do that. I'm going to chop some of this like this, and then I'm going to Control C, Control V, which is making a copy.
So then I'm going to turn off this layer, okay? And now we have just this meow, whatever, inside here. Until the next thing I want to do is, what do you call it? Photoshop has this really cool technique, and I'll show you that actually. Even if I just use this one, you can. Here, I'll show you. You can expand. If I just do this from the edge over here, and then I can go to Edit, Fill, Content Aware. See that? And it's gonna fill in some of the gaps. So, File, Edit, or Edit, Fill, and it's not here. See, foreground, background, because I have to choose something. So now if I choose a little bit more, make sure you're choosing not here, right? Just on the edge, the part that you want to fill in. So, and don't go too much, otherwise it'll struggle. Just do a little bit at a time. Go Edit, Fill, and now we'll be Content Aware, and then press OK. And it's kind of filling it in with the same texture. And if I want to get rid of some of the textures, I'll just highlight. Say I want to get rid of those creases, Fill, Content Aware, and then I'll erase some of that fill. And then I want to go down here. Then I can change to this tool right here. This is the clone stamp tool, and then I'm just gonna press Option, which is I think is Alt on the Windows, and just choose this section right here, and then I can just paint this right in. And then what I'll do now is, so we still have this layer here, right? But it's actually working out okay, so I'll just leave the other layer on. And now what I'll do is choose the rest of this, Edit, Fill, Content Aware, and we kind of got a little bit of texture. And then I'm going to take this other layer, I'm going to duplicate it, move it over, and now we have our other cat. And what I want to do is I just want to cut around this thing. Let's get the eraser tool. Let's get rid of some of these creases. I don't want to see these creases. And let's get rid of some of this. Just blend this in more like this. A little bit like that. Doesn't look too bad. Okay. Now I want to get rid of some more crease. So what I'll do is go down here and choose this. Let's see, choose about this much. So I'm on this layer over here. Choose this much, copy, paste, and we're kind of just gonna get rid of some of this. Move it a little bit more. Okay, that looks okay-ish. Now we're gonna do that eraser tool, and we're just gonna get rid of some of this. And it's not supposed to be perfect. We're kind of just playing around here. What I like to do now, once I have a little bit of this, I'm gonna merge these layers right here. Merge layers, and now I can actually get a better. See, it's really hard to blend that, so I'll just Content Aware that again, and it should blend it better for me automatically. Let's say Content Aware, Fill. It's my favorite tool. It makes it really easy. And if I want to blur it or sharpen or smudge it, I can just smudge it a little bit, just if I like that. And then let's do, if it's not a perfect square, like normally if I don't want to do that, I can use this other tool and something like this just around my object. And again, Content Aware, Fill, and it might pick up. There we go. That looks okay. And so now You're like, what about this top? We're just gonna continue to grab, let's do a little bit less. Copy, paste, and we're just gonna bring this up to the top. Now you see we have a texture difference, color. So what I'll do now is I will edit adjustments, and let's just go to curves, and let's just try to raise that temperature slightly. That may be too much. Let's see, I guess something like that. And then let's try to auto tone. Nope, we definitely don't want to do that. So this is just a back and forth. Let's try to choose a little saturation. Let's move this. Too much purple, too much blue. So it's not exactly the way I like it, so I'll get rid of it. And let's see if we can do some more content aware, because that'll do a lot of this, the hard work for us. Try to fill in the rest of this stuff. Yeah, it gets a little bit more. Let's pull in this section here. Just do a little bit at a time. Otherwise, if you try to do too much, it's not going to do it. Let's try this. Let's see if we can get the rest. It might not work. I'll have to try. Okay, see how it pulled some of that text? Now we got to do this separate fill. Okay, and then I'll just come back and fill in all the stuff that was missed. And do this. Now we're getting somewhere. And if we want to get rid of that, some of that blur stuff, we can just go, or the mist, the mist pattern, we can get rid of that by going around it, fill content aware, and it'll just blend it a little bit better for us, like that. And you can always switch back to this tool, the clones tool, and let's just pull from right here and let's paint this edge. Pull from here, paint this edge. And I'm going to pull from here. I want to just drop in a little bit here. Stamp here and go inside here. Kind of like this. And let's just paint a little bit here. Let's try to get that looking a little bit better. And now we got the t-shirt texture. I know it's not 100% complete, but we're about 90% of the way there. The hard part's done. Edit, content aware, and let's do a little bit more. Just keep doing this tool until you're satisfied with the result. Let's see. Yep, and let's try this right here. Okay, and almost finished. So what I'm going to do is switch my stamp tool, because that clone tool not working 100%, so increase the size a little bit. Let's pull in this and then go here, and that's just going to paint this edge all the way up. Do like this. And now let's try this again. See if we can get that a little bit better. So it didn't like me. It apparently doesn't like to do that. We're almost done. I'm just trying to get this last little bit filled in. It doesn't want to fill in. I don't know why. So we're going to try our stamp tool again and just come in here and paint the last bit like so. And what I'll do, what I'll do is I'll just do this slightly, 1 pixel, and then I'll move this over, something like that. Make sure it's still lined up inside our boxes. It's a little off, so if I move this over, let's try, if I want it like this, Then I have to come back and paint this again. So I think we are almost done. It really doesn't like something like that. Okay, so now you just use this tool and you just clean up some of the stuff. Get rid of some of these patterns that don't look good, like right here. And it's not perfect, but it will get the job done. About how you can drop in a t-shirt on the template, reuse a t-shirt. If you do not have the original, file from a designer, I'll undo that. This is pretty much okay, so we'll get rid of this. Now you can see the template ready to use for wallet case. Let's export this. Let's save that. Let's just see high 400. I'll just leave it at high. And let's try dropping this in cats. Let's put this in our tool, in our app, and let's just see how it looks, because I'm curious. Curious to see what it looks like. Go to the app, go to wallet cases. Almost loaded. Create a product, wallet case, upload, cats, upload this guy. Got this sweet new progress bar, which is awesome. Loading. And now we have cat wallet case rocking and rolling. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty good. So that's how we turned a t-shirt into a wallet case. Probably a lot more difficult than you would have thought. But I showed you some of the tools I use in Photoshop in order to get that done. And it looks okay. It doesn't look too bad. Now, if you want to change the color of this t-shirt, you can go image, adjustments, and go to hue, and we can just change some of this. Maybe I want green, and then I want like saturation higher, but I wouldn't do the saturation. If anything, I would just leave that 0, and then you could just change, different colors, and then maybe. No, I would leave the brightness the same. I would only adjust hue. But yeah, pretty much, if you like the t-shirt color, just leave it. It's easier that way. But that's how you can turn a t-shirt into a wallet case. Hope that helps.